Snap out of it. 15-minute shifts.
Hello and welcome to Snap Out of It. I'm your host, Kate Crow, and today we're talking with Peter Schenk. Peter is a spiritual visionary who founded Modern Day Mystic. He develops powerful quantum energy software platforms, and he creates weekly podcasts, lectures, and around the world to groups, and does workshops and one-on-one sessions. For nearly 20 years, Peter has been on a mission to marry the physical and the metaphysical through the mystical power of numbers. Before creating Modern Day Mystic, Peter developed software to bolster the fortunes of one of the largest financial institutions on the planet. But after a turning point in his spiritual awakening, he realized he was intended to serve a greater purpose. Since that time, Peter's gaze has been fastened to improving the fortune of humanity, helping to prepare humanity for the new age. Hello and welcome, Peter.
Kate, how are you? Very excited to be on. Thank you.
Yeah. So we're talking today about how to snap out of it, for people who are, just offering tips to people that, might help them wake up, especially as we go into the fall and enter a new season. And I thought you would be a perfect person to have, to offer your wisdom for people who are sort of maybe experiencing that sensation of flatlining and sort of resignation.
Well,
any thoughts on that?
The first thing is be very, very careful what you wish for, because we create our realities as we move through it. And to snap out of it from being a zombie in life to completely waking up into your God being is a very scary experience. And I do speak from experience. I had my wake-up experience a long time ago. One moment I've been seeing the entire world through black and white, and the next minute at the speed of thought, everything was high definition color. And, as my transformation happened, it was snap out of it. But, my wake-up experience was not typical. It was scary. I was seeing energy in everything. I was seeing dead people. Anything outside of your normal five senses was coming at me at the speed of thought. So over the years, as I harnessed this new reality that I was in, I was able to develop a myriad of products and services that eventually became known as Modern Day Mystic. And before we, move headlong into that, I'd like to do a water blessing. So this topic is about, okay, you're flatlining, okay? I have built my entire business model and my very reputation on being results oriented, okay? If it doesn't make sense to a normal person, if it doesn't deliver exactly what I say it's going to do, then I want nothing to do with it. So today we're going to do something interesting. We're going to be doing a water blessing. Typically, everything I do is centered around water. Okay, water is the most programmable material on the planet, and it will do absolutely anything for you as long as you acknowledge its existence. So today we're going to do a 3-minute water blessing where we're going to, if you're feeling sluggish, if you're just kind of lost on that path, if you're waking up, if you are that hamster caught in that catch-22, just continually going forward, a door presents itself. You open that door, there's 3 more doors, okay? Boom, you are a perfect candidate for this. We're going to bring our God being, our I am presence down into our physical body. This is a wild experience. I've only done this publicly one other time, and the experiences are always mind-blowing. So all you're going to need, folks, is a glass of water. The live activation is as powerful, if not as the recording. A lot of people that listen to my shows and podcasts typically find that the recordings can be more powerful. An interesting dynamic does happen with any products and services I create. The more they escalate out into the world, the more sure, when you get to this water blessing, it will definitely be mind-blowing. So simply sit back, straighten your back up, put that glass of water, you can have a bottle of water or any amount, and you can repeat this as many times as you want. Like you take your left hand, spread your fingers, and hold it over the glass about 3 inches. In a second, you're going to feel energy running down through your hand into the water. Okay, this can come in many forms. It can come in the form of pinpricklies, straight up lightning bolt, heat, vibrating energy, whatever. Just allow it to flow. Okay, once you start to feel it, this is a trick. You put your attention on the water, and there's 8 magical words we have to say. With your attention on the water, repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist.
I honor the space with which you exist. Exactly. I honor the space with which you exist.
Okay, now you're going to start to feel that energy flow increase through your hand. Energy is in physical form or non-physical form will do absolutely anything for us as long as we acknowledge its existence. And those 8 magical little words do exactly that. Okay, like everyone, to drink as much as you want. Notice the taste and the texture of the water. That's good. Now, with the water in your body, I want you to sit back, close your eyes, and what you're going to feel is your crown chakra is going to peel open, and there's going to be a beautiful love, vibration, energy flow that's just going to flow down into your body. It'll start at the top of your head. Some people experience it like, someone slipped a belt around your forehead, above the top of your ears to the back of your base and started tightening it. It's a very discernible pressure, but it's not uncomfortable. Once that starts, you're going to feel the top of your head just peel open and these kind of like spaghetti strands just start coming out. That is having your crown chakra open. Okay, once that's activated, the energy flow of that love and vibration is just going to come down through your body and it's going to zip right out through your feet. Now, just heed a little bit of caution. This is a very powerful activation. Some people's feet might heat up. They might swell a little bit. They might feel like you have pinpricklies in them. That is the negative resistance of the energy, the stuff that's clearing out. In life, there's levels of vibration, okay? The higher something vibrates, the closer to God or oneness that it is. The lower it vibrates, the further out from source it is. Anything within the body that vibrates lower than the energy flow that you are now experiencing will have to move out, and it will move out through your feet. So just allow that to flow. You are to expect nothing but anticipate everything. As it flows, you'll feel energy shifts just happening within your body. That's perfectly natural and normal. And the idea here, folks, is bringing your I am presence down into your physical body. Everyone has an etherical twin, an I am presence, and to some extent it can be part ego, but they are definitely in the physical. And today we're going to experience the integration of both. Just allow it to flow. If you get lightheaded or dizzy during this procedure, you are to disengage and come back when you feel like you can do it. Like everyone to open their eyes and start to come out of it. Now, folks, what you're going to notice is blockages that you have dissolve before you, okay? When you are truly in your I am presence, okay, you are connected at the highest levels with, everything in creation. And, in my belief system, I believe everything is made up of energy. That energy is all interconnected. That interconnectedness is what science coins the quantum realm. There is no past. There is no future. There's only the now. And when you are connected there, you are everywhere and nowhere at the same time. And that energetic flow that you are connected to really truly removes those blockages. It's, some people experience it like Red Bull squared. It will propel you forward. And what you'll find is as you're moving up to those doors that appear, when you open one door and there's three more, you have solid ground, you have solid foundation, you have that yellow brick road laid out before you, and you can move forward at light speed. It's absolutely beautiful and mind-blowing.
Wow, that's great. I mean, it's so, this is such a practical experience of shifting and snapping out of it. I think that, do you want to talk about a little bit about what happens when we are from an energetic form in that space of stuckness or resignation? It's interesting. I think that oftentimes it can start off that familiar space of, can start off feeling comfortable because it's familiar, but then all of a sudden, we're in, that experience of
Sure.
where it's no longer there. We've slid, sort of unconsciously into the space of like profound stuckness, and years can go by and we're not feeling good about where we're
at. A child up until the age of 10 months sees the world as magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we were meant to live. Over the course of our lives, we have conditioning. We have our schooling. We have broadcasts that happen 24/7 that are really filled with conditioning that are meant to dumb us down to some level. Okay. When you utilize any of my products or services, you need to rediscover that childlike energy.
Right.
Okay. The universe operates on principles of simplicity. Okay. It's so easy that it's right in front of you, but we lose it because we are conditioned. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I have stresses and, like everybody else, but I have attuned myself to, live in that experience, that childlike wonder 90% of the time. The other 10% I'm sleeping. I do sleep once in a while. And, the products and the services that are offered on the moderndaymystic.com website are all geared around really 5 fundamental principles. They have to be beautiful. They have to be simple. They have to do. They need to be fun and discoverable. And above all, they need to deliver results. And, because my wake-up experience was in its purest form, I don't read or subscribe to other people's teachings, okay? Everything I have built, everything I have brought into the world has been done through my own experience. Mm-hmm. Period. End of story. Why? Because in the depths, that I cruise at the edge of the consciousness grid at 200 miles an hour with my hair on fire, I can extrapolate down the rabbit hole and bring back, ancient teachings that have been lost for millennia and mirror that in some cases with state-of-the-art metallurgy, bringing you a futuristic product or a software product that structures water. And, in there is the purest form of information, and that's what I'm about, and that's what I deliver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it sounds what you're actually helping people do is to get to that very pure form of experience, and also, which is energy, which is, we all have had those experiences of, raising. It sounds so cliche to say raise the vibration, but it's through the experience of gratitude, I think, and love and appreciation.
Everyone is born with a kindred heart, and that is my opinion. And we all want to exist in the higher octaves. We all want to play in the higher frequencies, the higher vibrations, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. What people don't understand is in order to move forward and exist in these higher octaves, it requires work. Okay, but here's the cliche: the work is fun. So, for instance, okay, I'm in the middle of my wake up experience. I'm confused. There's crazy things happening. How can I move higher? It's so easy. You are given a bit of information. Okay. What you do with that information determines if you move to the next octave. Okay. So for instance, the universe wants to spread more love and vibration in the world. So what do? You're in the middle of a wake up. It's easy. Okay. You smile, you compliment, you let the poor schmuck out in traffic, because in the world there is something called karma. Karma is very real. And when you do, it all starts with an act of kindness. When you do an act of kindness, okay, you are vibrating higher, you are spreading love, you are spreading more vibration. You're given that bit of information. What you do with it determines if you move to the next octave, okay? I didn't get where I am today just by walking out, and pretty candles and kumbaya and waterfalls and angels. No, doesn't work like that. I got here through hard work, okay? Why? Because I'm given responsibility, amazing ideas to deliver to the world, and I follow through. And every time I follow through with an idea, okay, I'm given a bigger and a better idea. I'm given more access to information. And that's how the game is.
Yeah, that's a great tip right there. I think, Peter, just the idea that, to open our hearts and that simple act of kindness, like a random act of kindness that can then build off of others, that's the access and the ladder to that higher space. And then I love what you've just said about, it's not just it does take the sort of the discipline married with awareness, such that we build off of that again and again. And as we do that, the universe does really want us to win. It is.
I worked on Wall Street for 20 years for one of the world's largest investment banks, okay? I have been in the belly of the beast, all right? And in the midst of that low vibrational carnage, okay, I had my wake-up experience, and I existed for another 10 years within that realm, okay? I've seen it and I've done it, all right? So when I speak to the effects of what I have experienced personally, it's just that. It's my opinion. But in the world of vibration, my opinion carries a lot of weight. And people that heed and understand what I do and what I'm about really reap a multitude of benefits from A to Z.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to share a little bit about your free gifts?
I do.
Yeah. So you have so much to offer.
So there's a lot there, but I'm going to talk specifically about a free download. It is a Windows-based piece of software. It will not work on a Mac. It'll work on a netbook. It'll work on really anything that runs Windows 10. And Navitus is a very simple software program, Navitus 5, that allows you to instill high vibrational energy into water. Okay, and what we have found is over time, people that utilize the software will program a glass of water with high energy in the morning, and they find that over the course of the day, they are being sustained. So if you start to crash 3, 4 in the afternoon, you're getting mind fog maybe, or you're just like flatlining, Navitus keeps you going until the night. And then when you're ready to disengage from this reality and go to sleep, you find that your rest is much more peaceful, and then the cycle continues again the next day. It's very easy to use. Navitus has been around in one form or another probably for the last 8 years and is continually pushing the development of the software. It's a free download. You can download it, distribute it, use it, and have a lot of fun with it.
Great. Thank you so much. Well, we've been talking to Peter Schenk today about how to really snap out of the place of resignation just by waking up to a much greater awareness and following through with, the ideas that come with you to you in that state of being. So thank you so much, Peter, for the gift of your time. And I hope our listeners will take advantage of his free gift, which is you can just easily click at just below this interview. And thank you for all the beautiful work that you do in this world to really make a difference.